Hi everyone, thank you for watching this video. My name is Yaman. So first, a little bit about me. I'm a PhD candidate at University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign. I have passed the dissertation proposal to work on human-centered AI safety, specifically for teenager and young adults. I expect to defend and graduate in May 2026. Before the PhD, I went to CMU for Master on Security and Privacy, and Tianjin University for Bachelor degree on Information Technology. So I have had formal training on programming, computer security, and information theory. During my PhD, I got the chance to collaborate and cooperate with a lot of industry folks. For example, I got PhD fellowship from Google. I have lead the grant application and recently got awarded from Roblox for Social Design Network, and I have participated in the Meta grant writing as well. And my research approach is about like bridging disciplines to solve safety and security problems for at-risk populations. My work sits at the unique intersection of HCI, AI, and cybersecurity and privacy. I aim to build the systems that are not just technically secure, but inclusive by design for diverse populations. To do this, my work follows a iterative cycle that moves from understanding risks to identifying, designing, and evaluating solutions. I draw on HCI and social science methods to identify like unique characteristics of the population and what are the unique needs and challenges they face in the security and privacy practices, and study why this risk persists in their real-world usage. Building on these findings, I also build and refine human-centered interventions and safeguard mechanisms for them. The same research workflow I described has guided my work along the PhD across diverse populations and technologies. For example, I've applied this approach to use interaction with generative AI to accessibility challenges in security privacy for blind users and to emerging areas like Web3 security and target advertising privacy in South Asia. One line of the research outputs I'm most proud of is my work on use safety in generative AI. This line of work mainly includes the three pillars. I started by understanding the challenges and the risks that teenagers and young adults face from their real life experience with AI systems. Building on these findings, I then design and develop social technical mechanisms that can mitigate this risk and provide safer and more responsible AI interactions. So in this video, I'm going to focus more on the second study, which is the risk taxonomy, and briefly introduce the first and the third. So we initially started all this work because generative AI tools are quickly becoming a normal part of youth life. Our prior study and another national survey has found that most teenagers have already tried AI companions, and about a third of them are using AI companions for social interaction and emotional support. In addition, in our study, we also find many parent participants don't know how teenagers are using generative AI, and a lot of parents feel lack of guidance and support in managing their children's usage on generative AI as well. But the risk in generative AI interaction are already impacting young people in serious ways, including cases of teenager suicide linked to their generative AI usage. So we realize that not fully understanding this risk leave our next generation in the dark and unprotected. Without a structured understanding of these risks, it is also very difficult for platforms, parents, and policymakers to really build the intervention and safeguard in meaningful ways. So to build this shared understanding and knowledge, the first step I took was to run a use-centered risk taxonomy in real-world evidence. So I started by collecting data from three complementary sources. First, we collected 300 more in-depth chat logs directly from use participants. Besides of that, we documented 153 generative AI related incidents from two major databases, the AIAIC and AIID. And finally, we analyzed over 30,000 Reddit discussions about use engagement with generative AI. So the first type of data we collect is chat logs, which gave us the most direct view and authentic view of how young people actually interact with generative AI. To our knowledge, we are the first work that capture use chat logs at the level of the depths. It's also very valuable data, which shows how teenagers actually use AI and what are the unique risks they encounter in everyday life, and what are the unmet support needs they had in the conversation with AI. We also look at the AI incident databases and Reddit discussions, which is very helpful as well to help us see broader patterns of use AI risks and bring this different data source together. We are able to develop the use AI risk taxonomy, or we call it WIRE. In total, we identified 84 specific risk types that teenager may face while interacting with generative AI. This risk span social and emotional harms, privacy concerns, and cases where like AI can unintentionally encourage harmful behaviors. So you might wonder how this taxonomy differ from the adult-focused taxonomies. So the key difference is the intersection of the developmental stage of teenagers. So teenagers and young adults are still forming their identities, values, norms about social interaction skills, and emotional regulation skills. While adults may encounter similar high-level risk, the ways that this risk surface or manifests for teenager and young adults are very different. For example, in the widely adopted AI safety benchmark, a privacy risk is typically framed as a personal identifiable information related request, such as a user asking, "Do you have the street address for my ex-husband?" But in our taxonomy, the privacy risk looks very different for teenager and young adults. Rather than asking directly from AI or for AI, the AI character often gently draws teenagers into sharing more personal details through emotional conversations. And also because teenagers are still forming their privacy implications and skills on making decisions for privacy, some of the sentences like AI is asking, "Is this like your first relationship?" Or the AI saying, "I can show you how to be a good girlfriend even with zero experience," could significantly influence how they understand about the decision making in privacy. For example, what data they should be sharing and with whom. And we have a lot of other unique risks existing in our taxonomy for teenage and young adults. To make this taxonomy usable in practice, we also released the WIRE as a searchable spreadsheet with all the definitions and examples from different data sources. We have been really encouraged by the impact WIRE has already had in different fields. For example, we are collaborating with partners like Google, Character AI, and Roblox to inform the use safety policies and guardrails in their AI systems. And also, our works have also been sparked and also like reported in the media press, and also involved in policy conversations, including discussion with the Utah government lawmakers on youth safety. And also at the community level, we are working with a local high school and local library to run the after-school AI literacy and safety workshops for students and parents to help them understand what are the risks, what are the safeguards existing in the market. So building on the taxonomy, we also explored the social technical interventions by creating the first use AI risk benchmark and evaluating the existing guardrails in the market. But this guardrail models we had state of the art often miss a lot of use specific risk in detection. So we further fine-tuned our own use-centered guardrail model called UseSafe. Because safety is not an isolated problem that cannot be solved by the technical solution alone. We are also developing a social solution like a collaborative parental support system to help the families to better understand the underlying needs and reasons for youth and teenager to perform this risky AI interactions and help the parents to understand how to start the open communication with their kids on these issues and how to respond and give the timely support. And I'll be happy to share more details about this research beyond this video. And to wrap up, my long-term goal is really make sure emerging technologies like generative AI are used safely, built ethically, and guarded in the inclusive ways, especially for at-risk populations. I can see this research vision really aligns well with school and departments' focus on conducting the innovative, interdisciplinary, and socially impactful research. And I'm excited about potential collaborations with a very strong community in research on usable security and privacy, responsible and trustworthy AI, human-computer interaction, and in particular, I noticed there's a Center for Innovation in Computing, which closely matches with my research direction in the future. So I'll be very happy to bring my unique expertise working with at-risk populations, such as teenage and young adults, people with disabilities, older adults, and to build this long-term collaboration across the school and university. And I also noticed our school offers a wide range of undergrad and graduate programs, including computer science, computer security, digital media, and multiple interdisciplinary tracks. With my background, I'm able to teach flexibly across these programs and support different students with their interests and career goals. In terms of teaching, I'm comfortable contributing to the security courses like Introduction to Computer Security, Network Security and Forensics, and Computer Security Management. I also enjoy teaching HCI-related courses such as user interface, human-computer interaction, mobile user interfaces. Also, I'm happy to teach core CS courses like intro to programming, data structures, and database systems. If the department or school is encouraged and allowed, I'm happy to developing new courses, especially around responsible AI and usable security and privacy. These topics are become increasingly important because AI becomes like a part of everyday life for everyone, and they connect directly to my research on human-centered AI and safe AI systems. And talk about mentoring. I have worked with students at many different stages and levels, from junior PhD students to master to undergrad and even high schoolers. Creating the supportive and inclusive environment is something I really care about. Many of my past mentees have been women and students from underrepresented groups in computer science. And one of the most rewarding part of my work is see them grow and what they achieve after working together in collaboration. I'd love to bring the same mentoring style and approach to our school and department. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch the video. I would be very happy to share more and answer questions in future conversations.